Welcome to the second video describing the features of AU Online. In this video, we'll walk through how to create a new NADAC trial. Before creating a trial, you first need to create your trial secretary. To do that, click on the Trial Secretaries menu item in the sidebar, then click on Add Trial Secretary. Then enter the trial secretary's contact information and click Submit when you're done. You'll see the trial secretary appear as a card in the list. You can add as many trial secretaries as necessary. Now that you have your trial secretary set up, you can now create a new trial. To do this, click on Trials in the sidebar, then click on New Trial. Choose your organization. In this case, we'll do NADAC. The first tab is Trial Info. Here you can enter the basic information about the trial. This includes the following fields: trial name and venue, trial dates. In addition to the trial start and end dates, you set the dates and times that the entry period opens and closes. This will be set to your time zone by default, but you can change this if the trial is in a different time zone. Late entries. If checked, this will tell AU Online to allow entries after the entry period closes. These late entries will have a different pricing structure. More on that later. Trial Secretary. Choose a trial secretary from the list you created earlier. Judges. AU Online will periodically keep this list of NADAC judges up to date. If you can't find a judge, please contact us so we can add them for you. Premium. You should upload a PDF of your premium. Members will be able to download this on the trial details page. Next up are your trial's rules. For NADAC, you can specify the following rules. Category placement. Designate which classes, if any, should combine proficient and skilled dogs for placement. Division placement. Designate how divisions should be combined or separated for each class type. Miscellaneous rules. You can choose whether move-ups are allowed or not during the trial. Now let's set up our trial runs. When first viewing this tab, you'll be prompted to generate an initial set of runs. This is so you don't need to manually create each run yourself. You can always edit these runs after initially generating them. Each run allows you to set its class, name, day, enabled divisions, and enabled levels. AU Online will ensure that only levels or divisions allowed by NADAC can be enabled. For example, intro is not allowed for gamblers runs, so AU Online will prevent intro from being enabled. Now let's specify how your club will charge members for this trial. AU Online handles a variety of scenarios to meet your club's needs. If there's a particular rule or condition we don't support right now, please contact us, and we will accommodate you. AU Online designates pricing rules into 3 categories: per run, package based on sets of runs entered, and tiers based on the total number of runs entered across all dogs in the household. Each rule has a priority. AU Online will determine each run's pricing by calculating the rules you set in their priority order. To start, set a base per run price. This represents the price of a run that did not fall under any other pricing rule. We'll set $10 as our base per run price. Then add your pricing rules. These are optional. If you have a simple pricing system where every run is $10, for example, then the base per run price is all you need. Let's add a per run pricing rule. To do that, click Add Pricing Rule. Then Add Per Run Rule. Each per run rule has a set of conditions attached to it. These conditions must be met in order for this rule to apply to a specific run. Conditions are split into two groups: built-in and custom. Built-in conditions are ones which AU Online will automatically calculate for you. We support the following pricing rule built-in conditions. Always. This applies to all entries. This is only available for packages and tiers. Only Junior. This applies to entries in NADAC's Junior Handler Division. Exclude Junior. This applies to entries not in NADAC's Junior Handler Division. Only FEO. This applies to entries marked as FEO. Exclude FEO. This applies to entries not marked as FEO. Additional dog. This is applied for each additional dog in the entry. This is only available for discounts. At least number of runs. This is applied for each dog which has entered in at least the specified number of runs. This is only available for discounts. You also have the ability to create custom conditions. This is useful when you have a requirement that AU Online currently doesn't support. For example, some clubs provide special pricing or discounts for registered members of their club. Or some clubs have a special price for Give NADAC a Try entries. Custom conditions are created on a per-club basis. You can create a new custom condition by clicking on Custom Pricing in the sidebar. Each custom condition has a name, a question, and a toggle for whether the condition is per dog or per entry. If a trial utilizes a custom condition, AU Online will show the member a checkbox with the question you set. Choosing per dog will allow the member to choose which dogs the condition applies to. Choosing per entry will show one checkbox at the top of the entry. For instance, you may want to ask the member, "Are you a registered club member?" in order to apply a special members-only discount. If the member checks the box, AU Online will apply that custom condition to their entire entry. We've already created a custom per-entry condition for registered club member. Once you save a custom condition, future trials will have it available in their pricing configuration. Back to creating a per-run rule. Each rule can have up to 3 conditions. All conditions on the rule must be true for it to apply. We'll add Only Junior as our condition and set $5 per run. Now, juniors will have a cheaper price per run. You may also create a package. To do so, click Add Pricing Rule, then Add Package. Each package has conditions like described before. In addition, we support the following package types: all runs in a trial. This package lets you set a specific total price for a member who enters into all runs in the trial. All runs in a day. This package lets you set a specific total price for a member who enters into all runs of a specified day. Number of runs. This package lets you set a specific total price for a member who enters a specified number of runs. This package repeats if a member enters a multiple of the number you give. For example, if you set 10 runs to be a $50 package, AU Online will charge the member $100 if they enter into 20 runs. Our trial has a package for all runs in a trial. We'll set the condition to always since all entries are eligible for the package. Then we'll set the package type to all runs in the trial and the price to $150. You may also create a tier system. To do so, click Add Pricing Rule, then click Add Tier. Each tier range in the system has a minimum and maximum number of runs. If the total number of runs is within this range, the specified per-run price will apply to those runs. This calculation is across all dogs in the household. To start, AU Online will provide you with 2 tier ranges. The last tier range will never have a maximum. Click Add Tier Range to add more tier ranges. Our trial has a tier system with 3 tier ranges. The first tier range will be from 1 to 10 runs, and will have a price per run of $10. The second tier range will be from 11 to 20 runs and will have a price per run of $7. And lastly, entries with 21 or more runs will have a price per run of $5. Each pricing rule has a priority associated with it. AU Online will process these rules from top to bottom. Our trial also has a package for juniors if they enter in all runs in the trial. Let's create another package. We'll click on Add Pricing Rule, then Add Package. This time, we'll add a condition for only junior. Then we'll set the package type to all runs in trial. And we'll set the price of the package to $75. We want this package to take priority over the $5 per run price for juniors. AU Online provides up and down arrows for each rule to change its priority. Let's click on the up arrow a few times to move the junior package to the top. Now we can set the late entry pricing rules. This only applies to trials which allow late entries. There are two options you can choose from: per run mode or surcharge mode. Per run mode replaces all pricing rules and discounts with a simple late per run price you specify. Surcharge mode disables packages and tier pricing and allows you to charge a specific amount extra on top of the entry price. For our trial, we'll set a simple $15 late entry per run price. Next up is discounts. Our trial has a 10% discount for registered club members. However, this discount does not apply to FVO entries. Let's add a new discount by clicking on Add Discount. We'll set the first condition to our custom Registered Club Member one. Then we'll click Add Condition and select Exclude FVO. Let's give it a name. And set its amount to 10% off. Lastly, you can create products. Each product has a name and a price. We'll add a $7 lunch product for our trial. Now let's move on to the Payment tab. AU Online supports two types of payment methods: automated via PayPal and manual. If a member pays via an automated method, like credit card, we will ensure their payment is captured successfully before continuing with their entry. That means they will automatically be entered into the trial and sent a confirmation email immediately after submitting their entry and payment. However, if a member pays via a manual method, like check, we will mark them as payment required and set their dogs to pending in the trial. This means they will get a spot in the trial, but their payment must be confirmed by the club before receiving a confirmation email. If your club has a PayPal account, you can link it to AU Online. By doing so, you authorize us to facilitate credit or debit card or PayPal payments. Entry payments will flow directly to your club's PayPal account, no middleman required. We will automatically collect our service fee via PayPal. You'll see this marked as the PayPal partner fee on PayPal's receipts. To link your PayPal account, click on Payment Setup in the sidebar. Then click on Begin Onboarding and follow PayPal's prompts. PayPal will ask you to either log in or create a new account. Once linked, you'll see the completed status under the PayPal section. Any future trials will now be able to accept credit or debit card or PayPal payments. Back in our trial, let's enable these automated payments. You may also accept manual payment methods. We currently support Venmo, Zelle, and check. We'll enable them all for this trial. For each manual payment method, we will ask any required info that members will need in order to send their payment. This includes the Venmo username, Zelle email or phone number, and/or check payable to and address. We will include this info in instructions to members when they pay for their entry. Now that we've finished the trial setup, let's submit the form and create our trial. Once created, AU Online brings you to this trials dashboard. We'll go over this in more depth in a future video, but for now, the most important part is the trial status. Right after creating your trial, it is private and does not appear on the trial calendar yet. You'll see the status as created. In this stage, you can freely edit your trial details as much as you'd like. To do this, click on the Trial Actions menu. Then click on Edit Trial. You can change anything about the trial and save it again. Once you're ready to make your trial public, click on Trial Actions. Then click on Publish Trial. This will set your trial to public. Members can now see your trial in the calendar, but they can't enter just yet. Once the entry period begins, members can enter and you'll see the entries in the dashboard. You also won't be able to edit the trial once it opens. In the next video, we'll show you what a member will see when they sign up for your trial.